It's about to be pretty wet and windy.
Powerhouse, not just a large storm, but a strong one.
A bomb.
Is expected.
A bomb cyclone now blamed for 2 deaths and widespread damage in parts of western Washington.
All over Washington, there is no electricity. People are struggling out there. Specifically in Seattle, also no electricity. And we are going to concentrate on the area where there is electricity. Hopefully there are restaurants up and running.
In the past, I've only gotten 1 order per hour in the Seattle market right now. So to give you some more context on what's happening right now, we are in the middle of a cyclone bomb. That means there's going to be rain, there's going to be wind, there's going to be eruptions, thunder, you name it. A lot of people are without power, and that means they're going to need some food. But a lot of businesses are also without power, so that could mean there's going to be no food. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to go for a couple hours, probably a full shift actually, and we're going to see if we're gonna definitely either get more orders than 1 per hour or less than that, significantly. Let's find out.
The city of Seattle passed a bunch of ordinances that protect the driver. So one of the rules is that they cannot hide tips anymore. You have to show exactly what the tip amount is and what the base pay is. That way there's no more hidden tips, or rather using it to trick drivers into accepting and hoping and praying that they'll get a good amount later on after they complete the delivery.
I've been sitting here for 15 minutes and this guy just rolled up and took the order. It could be Uber Eats order, but it probably was a DoorDash order. That could have been mine. What's up with that?
How the pay structure works is that you are paid by time and paid by miles. And so how the numbers pan out is that you get 44 cents for every minute of active time, and then you get 74 cents for every mile driven. It comes out to be a good amount, and because it comes out to be a good amount, some people feel like, oh, the fees are so high. At most, people start tipping like maybe $1 to $2, sometimes $0. But I mean, for the most part, it does come out to be a lot if you are driving far. These trips are pretty short, so I don't get major or huge payouts at all.
Oh shit, look at this fucking tree. I needed to drive through this area. Oh snaps, it just ripped it right out of the ground.
If the distance is really short like this one and it doesn't take you a lot of time, the minimum floor is $5. So if I could, like this one, I could punch out in maybe 3 or 4 minutes drive, as long as there's no wait for the food. But there is slightly a wait, but either way, it doesn't come out to be much. So I get paid a minimum of $5 and then plus the tip. Another benefit that we get in Seattle is a paid sick and safe time. Because right now you don't get any orders, the dash time is really low. No one's gonna be getting any sick time. It just doesn't pan out. I don't know what the going rate is, but because the amount of time spent dashing is so low that you'll never get any time at all. I think you have to accumulate about a week's worth before you can actually redeem any of the pay.
It's 1:45. We have an hour and 15 minutes left until the lunch break is over. The lunch shift is over. And I've been sitting here for about 45 minutes. Nothing. Had a good streak of orders and then crickets. So we're gonna move to a new hotspot and hope the DoorDash gods bless us with an order. Lunch shift is over. Now it's 4 o'clock, right at the early start of the dinner shift, and we are in horrible shape. We're about $28 for, I mean, that's pretty bad money wise, order wise. So we did 4, which I said it is 1 per hour. I really thought that we were going to get a bit more because maybe people didn't want to go outside, thought it was dangerous, a tree might fall on them. Guess nobody's ordering food or something, but because I got mainly really short orders. Hopefully, I think the dinner shift is going to be different. Dinner shift is always faster paced than lunch shift, and so we're going to be expecting, maybe five offers. Let's see. Well, it's been 40 minutes and still no offers, which is not looking pretty dire. I'm by a Thai restaurant and a teriyaki restaurant and a sushi restaurant. Those three, I mean, they are like a hot commodity. Everybody's wanting to eat that for dinner, but maybe not today. So we're gonna have to move over and go to a couple other restaurants that are usually pretty popular. I haven't dashed in Seattle for a while. I just wanted to retest it out. Like I said, maybe that times are just changed. I don't know.
Right when I say that, I get this double stacked order. It should be a while for me to complete this, so I think I'm gonna get a nice payday for this order.
Thanks.
If you're wondering how people are surviving off this pay, they're not. Everybody is dying out here. The customers are dying from all the fees. The restaurants aren't getting any orders, so their volume is down. And then the food delivery people, which is us, are not getting any orders, so we're not getting paid. And it's all thanks to, before everybody starts pointing fingers at the Seattle Council, it's actually because of DoorDash and Uber Eats, these delivery companies. They're the ones that are jacking up the fees. And we don't know if it's true or not. It probably is. They're probably artificially jacking things up just so that everybody fights amongst each other and starts pointing fingers and blaming each other. I don't think it's necessarily the Seattle Council's fault. Something that I think they should have done was that before this, during the pandemic, they increased the base pay. They increased the base pay by $2.50 if you pick it up in Seattle, and another $2.50 when you drop it off in Seattle. And that worked. People were getting paid a lot, and I was getting paid a lot. I was getting paid truckloads. I think I was making like over $40 an hour just breezing through the shift, not working, and even on off days too. So I don't know, they should probably bring that back.
We got 1 more hour left before this full shift is over. I think that if I just get one more order and that my AR moves 1%, I wouldn't mind this shift too much, because if as long as my AR is moving, you know, at least I'm making some progress. Maybe not in the monetary department, but I can use the AR for future shifts and future testing of different strategies. Well, 40 minutes has passed and still no order. I'm camping out at Crackle Meat. This place used to be a gold mine. It used to be so backed up, it would be like a 20-minute wait. And we still make a lot of money even after having to wait. And now, of course, it's dead. We got 20 minutes left, like I said, so fingers crossed we get one more order. Otherwise, we're gonna try again maybe a couple more hours tomorrow. Okay, we're gonna punch out 4 more hours in the morning, and we're gonna start it by waiting for all these old folks to get out of this vehicle into this nursing home. Great start.
If you're wondering why all these orders say high paying, they're not really high paying. It's just they just slapped on that logo just to make it look like it was high paying. I mean, it kind of is, but we don't have reward tiers in Seattle. They removed that because it doesn't make sense, because they don't have scheduling either. Everybody is allowed to dash at any time, and that creates a problem. Now there's less orders and way more people, and because supply outpaces demand, it's just not good. All the people that are saying that they are okay with the pay structure, they keep saying they're making a lot of money, but I don't believe them.
We're camping out at a hot spot, and look at all these other dashers. Look at them, just parking all crazy all over the place. And they all got offers and orders to fulfill, except for me. They didn't give me a unit number, but this is the building right here. This is the front of it. Oh, here he is.
Hello.
What's his name?
Yeah, Jacob.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good one. We got 1 more hour until it's over. Just right on pace. Three orders per, or 3 orders total, 1 order per hour. That means we might get 1 more. We're at a total of 76 AR. That's 5% that we moved. Not too bad. At least we got more information on how the Seattle market is doing.
Well, here are my totals, and this is absolutely disgusting. 12 hours and we barely broke $100. This is worse than when the Seahawks lost the Super Bowl with an interception at the end. This is absolutely despicable. I will say that this new city council was trying to ratify the ordinance, which is not a good thing because they were going to weaken most of the rules and then decrease our pay. I think that something has to be done in terms of the pay, but I think that letting the companies write basically how much they want to pay us is absolutely ridiculous. If the city can't even protect us, then what good are they? They're just letting all these companies bully them, and then they're in turn bullying us. So that's really ridiculous. I don't know what the actual solution is. It probably is rolling back to like I said before, when it was during the pandemic where they raised the base pay. That would make most sense because it actually worked, as opposed to what we have now. This is sunk cost fallacy. They're just trying to hang on to what they have and they don't want to just gut it out and start over. So we'll see what they do. They were planning to vote on changes, but then people were protesting, and so they decided to delay it. We'll see what they do in the coming months. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.